You guys remember last week when I showed you how to cut the top, doing that disconnected comb over? Well, today's gonna be part 2. This time, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a regular haircut. Basically, we're gonna cut the top, but it's not gonna be disconnected anywhere. It's gonna blend everywhere. And this is considered a regular haircut. It's usually a lot of older people like this. I really like it for my hair in the back as well. I think it looks great. It's just, if you do this for some hair, it's gonna stick up a lot. But I'm gonna show you today how to fix all those things and how to actually cut a regular haircut. No disconnected anywhere, just blend it all over the place. So why don't we just start the intro. Alright guys, so this is a regular haircut. This is how you do a regular haircut. This side will have to blend, and then this side will have to blend, and then the back will have to blend. It doesn't matter how long the top is, you just gotta have to make it blend. So if they want the top longer and then shorter in the back, I'm about to show you guys how to do that right now. First of all, you always have to wet the hair. It cuts a lot cleaner when you wet the hair because it sticks together and it makes sure everything is even. For this, we're gonna make the front a little bit longer than the rest, just a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of going straight up like the last haircut in the last episode, if you guys haven't seen part 1, go check that video out before you guys watch this one. What I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna pull this a little bit back, just like here. You see, I'm not going straight up like this. I'm pulling it back like this. You can tell right there that the hair is pulled back. So that means because it's pulled back, you're not cutting too much of the front. And then the same thing, just the same thing as the last video, you go straight back and you cut a little tiny piece. Make sure you do about 8 times from front to back, at least 8 times, all right? Nothing less than that. After that, on this side, you're gonna angle it just a little bit, a slight angle right there. Okay, we're gonna pull it back just like how we did the first time, and we'll angle it just a little bit. We're gonna cut, pull it back, grab that, use the guideline, and cut again. If this is too fast for you guys, make sure you watch that first episode. I do go slower and explain exactly how you do this. But if this is your first episode, this part right here, you're just using the guideline you started in the front, and you're just bringing it all the way from front to back. At least 8 times, you guys. I cannot stress, because if you do it less than 8 times, it's gonna be very jaggedy, especially if the hair is a lot shorter. And on this side, we're gonna pull it back here as well. We're gonna pull it just a little bit back. You guys see this part right here where it's sticking out? It's going straight up and then it sticks out and it goes in. You gotta make sure you round that part out right there. Okay, same thing here. Right about there, you guys can see the hair sticking out. See this part right here, it goes out. All we're doing is just making sure it's straight up. I'm doing this all the way to the back. If you guys been counting how many times I've done this, it's definitely not less than 8 times. Now I'm gonna double check this side by making sure it's rounded off. See this part right here, it's a little bit longer than I like. I'm gonna fix that, and then I'm gonna pull this back. There's a little jack there. Just go back and double check. It should be rounded off like that. So imagine the hair going in like this, okay? I'm just gonna hit the real corner, making sure it's round, and then I'm gonna comb this side down. Now, we're gonna do this side. The last time we did this side, it was different. This time, I'm gonna show you exactly how different they are by cutting this side and showing you guys what a regular haircut looks like. On this side, the last time I did it, we went straight across because we wanted this side to be longer so it lays down a lot easier without any hair sticking up. But for a regular haircut, this has to be blended, just like this side. This has to be exactly blended, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this up and angle our hand, just like this side. We angle it down, and then we cut anything that's uneven, okay? If I pull this up, you see this hair right here. Put it up there, you can see. All the way to the back. We're just evening it out, making sure it's safe. And then, this last part right here, we're gonna have to cut it and making sure that it's straight down and it's blended. If this is uncomfortable for you guys, like my hand right here, it's really uncomfortable because my wrist is hurting right now just for doing it. If you guys feel the same way, what you can do is come to the front and then pull out this way. So you're standing in front of the client and you're pulling your hand back this way. You pull back and then you cut. It's like this. I'm in front of the client right now. I'm pulling and I'm combing this part down, okay? Combing this part down and I'm cutting whatever's sticking out. You see this, all these hair right here, see that angle? It's sticking out right there. What you're gonna do is just make sure that you cut it and it's straight. Okay, and then up here, I'm gonna go back and I'm just gonna make sure it has to be rounded and nice, just like the shape of the head. Just like that. If this is done correctly, no matter where you comb the hair, left side, right side, backward, anywhere, it's supposed to be blended. So this client right here combs his hair to the right. This part right here has to be completely blended. You don't see any hair hanging over at all. If you guys watched the last episode, you're gonna know what like the hanging means. And then on this side, it has to be blended as well. So let's say if you brush everything over here, it has to be blended, with the exception of the front. Because we left the front a little bit longer, it's okay for these area right here to not be super blended, but this side is supposed to be completely blended. You can see it's sticking out a little bit. You can do two things: scissor of a comb or clip of a comb. For you to scissor of a comb, all you do is just line this up. Right here, you see it? You run the comb straight up, and whatever hair is sticking out, you cut those parts. If you guys want to do clipper, for a clipper, put on a number 1 guard, or if you're using like a wall, then just open the lever all the way. For this, I'm gonna use it on a 1 guard and a comb. And all you do is just same thing as before, put the comb straight up and just cut any hair that is sticking out. Just like that. You see how it's straight up? If I comb this down, it's not hanging over anymore. You brush it this way, see that it's not hanging over either. If you do see like that tiny bit, I don't know if you guys can see it, it goes straight and it's a tiny bit right here that sticks out. Not a big difference, but if you guys can see it, make sure you hit it. Don't just leave it there and be like, yeah, it's too small. Don't worry about it. Brush the hair all the way back. You don't need to go from here and brush it all the way back because these hair are not gonna reach back here anyways. All you have to do is just brush the hair back from wherever you can see that it'll fall. Completely blend it everywhere. So if I comb it this way, it's blended all the way around. Everything has to be blended. Let me also show you guys something else. This is very important. Both sides has to be blended, and the hair shape's supposed to look like this. So from this side, just exactly the same shape as the head. So if I lift it up, see how it curves, and then here it rounds, and then here it rounds back down. You see that? Let me show you guys again right here. See, you see how it goes up? If I lift it from here, up, okay, up, and then around, and then back down. Just like that. So it has to be like that everywhere. All over the head, and then that's how you know that it's completely rounded. If you don't see it's rounded somewhere, make sure you cut it, with the exception of the front. Because we left the front a little bit longer, it doesn't have to be super round. Like this side can be a little bit longer, or this side here, just make sure it lays nicely. Perfect, that's the cut. Now what do we do next? We have to cross check. We know that this part from here to here is perfect. This time we're gonna have to check from here to here. Mine combs his hair over this way, so I'm standing on this side to cross check back this way. Always cross check from the side that they comb it on. From this side all the way back. Lift it up, pretty straight, good. Here, see? Nothing is sticking out. And you know why? That's because we did it 8 times. If I did it less, you're gonna see stuff like little kind of like little bumps all over, and you're gonna have to even it out. Just like this part right here. You see how it's short? And then it's a little bit long right there. I'm just gonna cut that to even it out. Make sure that everywhere is even. Good. See this? That is perfect right there. You see how the shape is round? Follow the head of the shape. See this? Like that, perfect. So remember I told you, check 3 times anywhere and just grab up hair and see what sticks out. So I'm gonna go 1, that's good. 2, perfect. And 3, good. I'm gonna go 4, that's good, that's good. That's how you know that it's blended everywhere. I just showed you how to cut a regular haircut. This time we're gonna style it and I'll show you guys how it looks like. For a regular haircut, it's pretty much the same. You can style it the same way when I did like the disconnected comb over. Blow dry it, make sure it's dry. Most of the styling comes from this. Tip, remember to always style it to how the client combs it. Combs it over, style it over there, as in blow drying it that way. I wanna let you guys know something real fast. If you guys want the front to stick up, you know how you get that volume in the front? It's a super easy trick, especially you have short hair like this. All you have to do is grab a blow dryer. After everything is dried, front, back, everywhere, grab your blow dryer, turn it on to hot, and then just do this. Seriously. Blow dry straight up. That's it. Put it to cold right afterward, and then blow dry it again to freeze the hair there. If you guys haven't seen any of my videos that I showed you how to style hair, check those videos out, you guys. So all you do is just apply the product on your fingers and not on your palm. My palm's completely dry. You style with your fingers, not your palm, okay? Don't just smash the product in there. After you're done styling the hair, don't stop there. That's not the finished product. It should be, but that's not, because cut anything that sticks out. Right now, this tiny bit right here, just a tiny bit, kind of bothers me, so I'm gonna clean that up. That's it. That's all I had to clean up. Did you guys like the video? If you have any questions at all, please leave it in the comment below and I'll help you guys answer that there. But other than that, this is a regular haircut. Make sure it's blended everywhere. Comb everything to the left, comb everything to the right, comb everything back. Just make sure nothing is hanging over. A true blended haircut is blended everywhere. Keep that in mind. No hanging anywhere. It doesn't matter which way you comb it. Remember. Anyways, hit that like button if you guys like the video and subscribe if you guys haven't already. My name is Andy Tran. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.